Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Cornelius Fichtner and this is our live Q&A in order to let you know what's going on with our current blended PMP prep class. And I'm just getting an error here. Something does not seem to be working with the with LinkedIn. So it looks like our LinkedIn Go Live didn't work today, but we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. All right. So let me get started here with our agenda. My agenda is behind me here on the wall. And to get me quickly started, let me just introduce myself. My name is Cornelius Fichtner. I have been a PMP trainer since 2004. That's when I started teaching my first PMP class. And since then, I have helped roughly 60,000 students prepare for and hopefully pass their PMP exam today. And my goal today is simply to introduce you to our upcoming PMP prep class. There is one ongoing right now, and the next one is starting on Monday. Final session of the current one is on Friday. Then Monday we'll go right into the repeat of the same class so that you can see what it is that we are doing, and hopefully I can convince you to join that class starting on Monday. All right, so what is it that you are going to get? Well, that's probably one thing that you're wondering. Let me start with this one here. It says coupon. Yes, that is my yellow sticky here behind me. And at the end of this Q&A, I will show you that we have a coupon. The class is currently around $1,200, and we are going to be offering you a coupon at the end so that you can join the class for $100 off. All right. Oh, and if you're wondering what the other yellow sticky is back there, it's my smiley face that I have behind me on the wall. All right. Let's start and talk about the class overview here. So, class overview. What is it that you are going to get? For that, I would like to share my screen with you. Here we go. We are. And I'm bringing in our page on the website where we talk about this particular class. Let me make this full screen for you so that you can see this better. There we are. All right. I would like to quickly tell you what we have. So the class consists of 8 sessions that are held online. These are 2-hour sessions, and they start on Monday the 7th. They ends on Friday the 2nd of October. And there are actually 2 classes that are longer than 2 hours. Session number 4, that's this one here. This one will be 3 hours in duration. Haven't had the chance to change this to... actually, no, it is from 9 to 12. That's 3 hours. And then I think this one here, we just decided that this morning. So this is brand new, less than an hour long, less than an hour old. We're also going to extend this one here to 2.5 hours. So that will end on 11:30. Could be the next one. I'm not quite sure which one. We'll figure it out. It'll be updated on the website. So that's the online sessions that you are going to get. But for the $1,199, you're getting more than that because here are all the things you're getting. Let me make this maybe a little bit bigger so you can see this a little better. So first of all, we just talked about the coaching sessions, right? So that's at the core of the live training, but at the core of the recorded training is actually the project management prepcast. That is our flagship training product for the PMP exam that most of my 60,000 students have actually used. And you will be asked to watch these lessons in between the sessions. So there's session 1, then you'll get homework, watch these lessons. Session 2, homework again, watch these lessons until the next session. Just so we're clear, there's a lot of videos, a lot of lessons to watch, sometimes 6 to 8 hours, but you have 3 to 4 days to go through them. You will also get access to our exam simulator with 7 full practice exams to help you prepare for the exam. And I think that's really the key to passing the exam these days. If you don't have a good exam simulator that offers questions that are as close as possible to the real exam, you are going to have a hard time passing. So that's part of the bundle. There are also coaching ebooks that will help you plan your days and your weeks. And we also have the exam formula guide that we are offering for this class here. All right, so that's kind of the overview of the class. And when I was scrolling down here, you may have noticed that there's a picture of this gentleman here. That is Herbert Gonder, and that is in fact the next sticky note that I have here on my wall. So Herbert is going to be your instructor. Let me tell you a little bit about Herbert. If you think I have a lot of experience in teaching for the PMP exam since 2005, Herbert has been doing this for over 3 decades, right? So he's been a project manager and project management trainer for over 3 decades. So he's almost double of what I can offer in terms of his experience of teaching people to prepare for this exam. And he doesn't just, stay stagnant because, sometimes, you teach and teach and teach, it becomes a routine. Herbert just recently passed his PMI ACP exam as well. So he is somebody who's a lifelong learner, a lifelong instructor, very lively gentleman. I think he dances tango is in his spare time. And so he's got quite a story to tell. He's an excellent instructor. He's been teaching for us for a while now, but he's also been teaching for various universities for a couple of decades now. So the teacher that you're going to get, he is really first class, and he's coming to you from Ho Chi Minh City. Everything, of course, in this training course is virtual. You don't have to fly anywhere. That will be a bit hard for Herbert to fly to all the students' homes and do this live in person. All right. I do see a couple of comments there. Let me switch over to my comments view. Jose says hello, and I say hello back to Jose. Thank you very much for joining us here. All right. What's next on my agenda here? That is the blended training that we have here. I've been using that term a couple of times. You may have also seen the blended training here at the top that we mentioned this there, blended training PMP course. So what is it? Blended training really combines the best of 2 worlds. If you are looking for a live class, but you also want to be able to study on your own time, then blended training is seriously good for you. The live part is when you meet with Herbert and the other students in your class twice a week, Monday and Friday, for 2, sometimes 3 hours, and Herbert is going to go through the material with you again on a high level, right? So Herbert is not going to go dig down deep into the materials, but he's going to review the areas where people have problems. He's going to be answering your questions. There are live sort of not tests that would, well, there is a test, but there are group activities that we're doing together with the class. So there's going to be interaction. You can ask questions, and students bring in their comments and their experience. So it's going to be really an engaging 2 hours there for you. And yes, during the class itself, there is also what we have, it's called the classroom simulator. So you get a chance in every class to take a few sample questions and then look at them together with Herbert and learn from his experience. And his explanation says, well, you said C is correct, but it's actually B correct, and here is why. Oh, that's an important part of this class to keep you motivated, to keep you going, and on a high level to discuss again what it is that you need to know. Okay, so that's the live part of the blended training. And the recorded part of the blended training is, when we scroll back down again here to the product. This is this here. This is the recorded part. These are the virtually recorded sessions for the PMP exam. That's me who teaches that, and that's where you get all the details. And you have access to that until you pass your PMP exam, because what are you going to do with that afterwards? Most people, they ask, do I have lifetime access to this? And I say, no, you don't, because first of all, after you pass your PMP exam, why would you want to watch these lessons again? You've just passed. And second, PMI is launching a new exam next year, and they are requiring us to stop offering the project management prep class. So we have to stop your access at the end of the year as well, right there. So that's what the blended training means. You have live sessions with Herbert, and you have the recorded video lessons with me where you get all the details. All right. So what do we have here? We want to talk about the live sessions. Oh, look at that. I forgot to bring this one up. What is blended training? Yeah, okay. But we're moving on. The course offers 8 of these live sessions. We already talked about them a little bit, but let's dig a little bit more into detail because we do have them down here. So session 1, that is the welcome and intro session. This is a light session where Herbert introduces himself, you introduce yourself, there's a welcome, getting to know each other. We'll show you how to use the exam simulator, where to find everything. So this is really the administrative session, and we all need this. We want to make sure that you don't feel nervous, right? We have done this course without this session, and we have learned that students don't know where to go, that it's impossible for them to find things, the nervousness level, that it helps to go through 2 hours of getting to know each other before we start the real heavy-duty training. And the real heavy-duty training starts at the end of this, because then you are going to be asked to watch all of these video lessons here, read the PMBOK guide chapters there, and then also read the study coach guidebooks 1, 2, and 3. In fact, I recommend that you read the study coach guidebook 1 before you even start the session 1, right? But if you haven't done it by then, you can still catch up on it there, okay? And then session 2 to session 7, they all have pretty much the same approach and the same focus. We are going to be focusing on 2 sections of the PMBOK guide in each of them. The first one, actually, we're looking at the project management fundamentals, so that's chapter 1, 2, and 3 of the PMBOK guide, and then session 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, always we're looking at the 2 next chapters, the 2 next knowledge areas, and we go through them together with you, look again at the important topics that you need to know. And don't forget, right, in between the sessions, you'll be learning about this. So this is for emphasis, this is for focus, to keep you motivated and answer any questions that you may have had that came up as you were watching the lessons, the recorded training sessions. And then session 8, that's the one that's coming up this Friday for the current class. The main topic here is an exam review session with exam prep, answering your questions about how do I fill in my application, when am I ready to take the exam. We'll also probably be going through sort of about 30 questions, 30 exam questions together, and just helping you to feel more comfortable with the exam and making sure that we're pointing you in the right direction so that you know exactly where to go and how the exam works. Okay? All right, that's it for our live sessions and what we are doing there. All right. So, and that kind of already takes us to our second to final topic, and that is the FAQ. All right. So if you do have any questions, there, I see a few questions coming in here. Let's see. Paul. Great stuff. Thank you, Cornelius. Your training played a big part in me getting certified in November. Bravo. Well, thank you, Paul. So this is actually quite nice. Thank you, Paul. So we have somebody who's joining us today who already passed the exam previously. So appreciate your being here, Paul. Thank you for being here. All right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type them into the comment box right now, and I will be happy to answer them live on air. But I do have a few that I have written down here because we get the same questions or similar questions in almost every class. Does this class qualify for the 35 contact hours that are required by PMI? Yes, it does. Because remember, a big part of the class is that you will be taking these video lessons here as your primary teaching tool. We're using these as your primary teaching tool. At the end of your watching the prepcast, you will maybe have watched 40, if not even 45 hours of training, because it's longer. PMI just says a minimum is 35. It's really hard to do and teach everything in 35 hours. You will be asked to take what we call the prepcast final exam, and the prepcast final exam, once you pass it, you will get your 35 contact hour certificate that allows you to apply for your PMP exam. And by the way, don't worry, final exam makes it sound really, really hard and big. It's not. If you pay attention during the online coaching sessions, if you pay attention while you're watching the prepcast lessons, you'll be fine. Also, there's no time pressure, so you can start the exam, the final exam, and then, you know, open the book and look up the answers in the PMBOK guide and do it that way. And if by chance you shouldn't pass, it's 25 questions, you have to answer 17 correctly, then just take it again. That's not a problem. You can take it as many times as you need before you pass. Most people, 85% pass on their first try, another 10 to 13% pass on the second, and then we have some people who do need 3 attempts in order to pass. So then what if you can't join one of these live sessions here that we have? So we have these 8 sessions, one being 3 hours, the rest being 2.5 hours in duration. What if you need to miss? Oh, I already know, September 11th, I have something going on that day. Then that's not a problem. We do offer these sessions recorded for 30 days after the fact. So let's pick this one here, September 11th. So after the recording, you have 30 days. That makes it what? That goes into about the 10th of October, something like that, probably, right? So you have until the 10th of October to watch this. And then this session here, plus 30 days, gives you about the 14th, 15th of October. And you can just, for the next 30 days after the session was live, you can watch the recording and go back to it. So there's absolutely no problem. We have students in the current class who are doing exactly that, who are using this as a means of, oh, I had to check out after an hour. Boss called me in for a meeting. So they are actually watching these right there. Okay, checking if we have any questions there. These are the class details. Okay, yep, I don't see any further questions. One question we also get is, do you offer a pass guarantee? And we are not allowed to. That's the frank and open answer. We are a registered education provider, and we're also an authorized training partner. And as such, PMI forbids us, literally forbids us, to offer a pass guarantee. Okay, and this is the moment when I usually say, well, I think you're looking at this from the wrong perspective. I don't teach you to fail the exam. I teach you to pass the exam. That is my number one goal. So you should not be thinking about, well, what do I do if I fail? You should be thinking about, well, what do I have to do in order to pass? Okay? And if you are joining this class, if you are watching the prepcast lessons, if you are reading the PMBOK guide, if you are using the exam simulator, in particular that, after the class, then you are on the right way to passing the exam, and you won't need to worry about, but what if I fail? Okay? So change your approach from what if I fail, do you offer a pass guarantee, to what can you help me do in order to make sure that I pass? I think the key to this is joining the live sessions, doing your homework, and it's a lot of work, right? We're talking from Monday to Friday, you have to watch 6 to 8 hours of video lessons in order to get ready for the next session, right? And then Friday to Monday, same thing again, 6 to 8 hours of lessons to watch, okay? And after the 8th session, my recommendation is use the exam simulator. You have 90 days to use the exam simulator from the moment you take the first exam in the simulator, and go through these questions, go through the exams. You know, schedule Saturday morning 4 hours of total solitude and take a full PMP exam. And then if you are consistently around 75% correct, we know that statistically speaking, you have about an 85% chance of passing. Okay? Everyone's mileage varies, of course, but statistically speaking, our students report back to us, if they are in the 75 percentile there in answering correctly, 85% of them pass on their first attempt. Okay. And of course, if you do fail, then we will be happy to assist you and make sure that you can join the sessions again. We will be running this class in September, October, and November. November is the last one this year before the exam changes in the next year, so you can join any of those sessions again. Plus, we do offer a 90-day extension of our simulator. But again, don't ask, you know, what do I do if I fail? Ask the other question, what do I need to do in order to pass? So next class, when is the next class? If you can't join at all, right? So none of these dates here work for you. The next class will be in October. I don't have the exact date in my head. Wait, don't we have it at the top here? October 5. So September 7th is the next one, then October 5 is the one after that. And similarly, you know, in the first few days of November, there will be the final class that we are running today. Okay, good. Any further comments or questions? No, don't see anything right now. All right. In that case, absolutely correct. You'll see the comment there on Facebook that the registration will open soon for the class in Facebook. In October, sorry. That is Shannon, who's helping me here with answering your questions live on Facebook. And yes, once the class starts on Friday, so in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on Saturday of this week, you will be able to start registering for the October class. And by the way, if you are late, if you think, well, I'm not sure, and then on Sunday you decide, you know what, I'm going to do this, but I've already missed the class, not a problem. We allow people to join until the class, the class starts on Monday. So if on Wednesday you say, I wish I had started, we allow people to join until Thursday evening. You just have to watch the first lesson, the first session as a recording, and then join us for session number 2. But once session number 2 is ongoing, we don't allow any additional people to join the class, because remember, you know, group dynamics, forming, storming, norming, performing, you'll learn all about that in the training that we give you for the exam. We don't want to, you know, disrupt the group by bringing more people in constantly as the class is ongoing. All right. Okay, so we have another comment there. The combination of the Prepcast, live sessions, exam simulator, and appropriate feedback is really 99% of what you will need to pass. The rest is up to you. Thank you very much for saying that. And I want to make it absolutely clear, that comment is not from anybody on our team. This is from a former student. We have not asked him to provide this comment, so this is a completely free comment that he is giving us. All right, and now comes the moment that probably everybody has been waiting for here. Wait, put this up here. The coupon, right? What coupon do you offer? All right, so right now, if I scroll down here to the big black box, there we go. So the total value of this course, we calculated it out just above here with the individual prices, is $1,572. And at this time, if you register right now, you would pay $1,199. But I want to offer you a $100 discount coupon that you can apply. So let me quickly bring up the coupon here so you can see this. There we go. It's going to be scrolling at the bottom of the page. The coupon code is FB100, and it doesn't matter if you use the coupon code uppercase or lowercase. Now let me show you how to use that coupon, and for that I'm going to go full screen here. One moment, I need to bring this fully up. Oops, sorry. Okay, so let's do this. So when you hit the Order Now button and join the class, I'm going to open this up here in a new tab. There you go. This is the page that you'll get to. This is our secure card checkout page. And when you scroll down to the bottom, I get a little bigger here, probably a bit small for people to see. There you go. Let's make this really big. You can see that the total price right now is $1,199. In order to use the coupon code FB100, go here to the coupon code box and type in FB100, and then when you scroll down, you can see, it's still $11.99. What's going on? Well, you have to click on the validate button. So type in FB100, then hit validate. Okay, then it says valid right here in green. That's important. And now you can scroll down and you can see that now the price is $1,099 only. Okay, all right. Yeah, and I think that's more or less it. Okay, so let's see there. Any further questions? Giving you a few seconds here in order to type them into the chat box on Facebook or YouTube. And if not, I want to once again thank you very much for joining us here today for this live blended training course. As a reminder, this is an 8-session course with the primary training instructional material coming from the Prepcast, the sessions being a motivation and a guide for you. The course begins on September 7th, which is next Monday. Happens to be a holiday, a bank holiday here in the United States. And the phone is going off. That's always good in the middle of a live Q&A session. And if you would like to join this, then please do use the coupon FB100 to join us there. Last final glance there at the questions that we have, potentially comments. No, that's it. So once again, thank you very much. My name is Cornelius Fichtner. It has been an absolute pleasure to introduce you to our course. Have a great day, and I hope that we are going to be able to help you prepare for your PMP exam. Bye-bye.